Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrit Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Her Grace Sadhu Sevani Mataji will be reciting the slokas of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada की जय। His Holiness गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। His Holiness भक्ति आश्रय वैष्णव स्वामी महाराज की जय। His Grace शिक्षा गुरु रूप विलास प्रभु की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री नामामृता। By chanting the holy name, soul is attracted by Krishna to go back to Godhead. Recognizing Krishna to be the supreme Brahmana, Arjuna addresses him, Sthane Rishikesha. The world becomes joyful hearing your name, and thus do all become attached to you. Bhagavad Gita 11.36. The process of chanting is herein authorized as the direct means of contracting the Supreme Personality, the Supreme Absolute Truth, the Personality of Godhead. Simply by chanting the holy name Krishna, the soul is attracted by the Supreme Person, Krishna, to go home back to Godhead, the science of self-realization. Srila Prabhupada quote, 10th November. There are two ways of association, by Vani and by Vapu. Vani means words and Vapu means physical presence. Physical presence is sometimes appreciable and sometimes not, but Vani continues to exist eternally. Bombay, November 10th, 1974. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita, September 3rd, 1939. Lord Linlithgow, Viceroy of India, announced that India was at war with Germany. Thus, England swept India into war without consulting any Indians. Although independence-minded India certainly resented such a show of foreign control, there were mixed feelings about the war. India wanted independence, yet she sympathized with the Allied cause against fascism in the West and feared an invasion by Imperial Japan in the East. Since you dislike the British so violently, one author asked a typical New Delhi student of the way, would you want Japan to invade and conquer India? Student says, no, but we Indians pray that God may give the British enough strength to stand up under the blows they deserve. Although at the outbreak of the war, India had only
If somebody is
1 lakh
speaking, please switch off in between. Somebody is speaking.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Although at the outbreak of the war, India had only 1,75,000 men in her armed forces. The British managed to increase the number of Indian soldiers to 2 million. There was no draft, but British sent recruiting agents all over India, especially in the Punjab, where military service seemed an attractive offer to the local poor. The Punjabis proved good fighters, whereas Bengalis enlisted as officers, doctors, contractors, and clerks. Indian soldiers were dispatched to battlefields in Egypt, Iraq, Syria, Persia, Malaya, Burma, and Assam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam. Bhagavad Gita 14.17 Satvat sanjayate jnanam rajaso lobha evacha pramadamoho tamaso bhavato ajnanam evacha. Translation: From the mode of goodness, real knowledge develops. From the mode of passion, greed develops. And from the mode of ignorance, develops foolishness, madness, and illusion. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.13.22 Kim Vamo Vena Uddishya Brahma Dandam Ayuyujan Dandavrata Dhare Ragni Munayo Dharma Kovida. Translation: Vidura also inquired, how is that the great sages, who were completely conversant with religious principles, desired to curse King Vena, who himself carried the rod of punishment, and thus awarded him the greatest punishment, Brahma Shapa? Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 5.33 छोटा विप्र भले ठाकुर तुम ही मोर साक्षी तुम साक्षी बोले मी यदि अन्यथा देखी. Translation: Then the younger Brahmana addressed the deity, saying, My dear Lord, you are my witness. I shall call for you to testify if it is necessary later on. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, संवेद भक्तवृंद की जय. So Jeev gets attracted to the Lord and the holy name. Here it is very natural. We being the spirit soul, mame vansho jiva loke, jiva bhuta sanatana, manashashtani indriyani pratisthani karshati. We being part and parcel of the Lord, so it is natural that we get attracted to the spiritual things. But Lord says, like the fire is covered by the smoke, the mirror is covered by the dust, and the embryo is covered by the womb. Similarly, we are covered by different layers of material desire, and that's why we do not get attracted to the spiritual things. One another reason is said that when a person is in a jaundice and he is in a disease state, the medicine is sugarcane. But when he is taking that sugarcane medicine, he tastes that it is bitter. So कड़वा लगता है वो. So in starting, when you take up the holy name, you don't like. There is no taste for it. But in the later stage, you get the taste for the holy name, and you get the attraction for the Lord and the Lord's thing. Because as soon as your heart get cleans in the proportion, that much it get attracted towards the Lord and the Lord's name. As far as Srila Prabhupada quote is concerned, we know in the Guru Parampara system, serving the Guru and Parampara is very, very, very important. And you can serve in two ways, Vani Seva and Vapu Seva. Vapu Seva is the personal association, which is very, very important. But more than important is Vani Seva, the instructions which are given by the Guru Parampara Acharyas. We have to sincerely follow them so that uh, we can get their mercy. And by their mercy only, we can go back to the spiritual world. As far as Srila Prabhupada Leela Amrit is concerned, you know, Prabhupada is trying to uh, give the situation what was happening that time. That time also war was going on. That time also the influence of the Britishers were there. They were involving the entire country into the war without their recommendation. Hmm? Without, because they were ruling. They said that India is fighting with Germany. It is not India fighting with Germany, it was England fighting with Germany. But they used Indians to fight uh, with the Germans. And even today, that thing is going on in a different way. Their culture has been imposed on us, their thoughts are imposed on us. The Americans and Russians are fighting for the dominance, and they have made a lobby that those who support their lobby, their vichar, then they will be favored. Otherwise, they are opposite of it. And this fight for this will go on because this is Kali Yuga. So Prabhupada is explaining that these situations are going on, going on. In the past also they are there. Even today the things are there. Tomorrow also the things will be there. But what is more important is message of Krishna. What is more important? To give the people, the soul, their identity and get connected with the Lord through the holy name, through bhakti, and send them back to the spiritual world because this is Dukhalay. This is Dukhalay. Every time the situations will be same, Dukha, but the variety will be different. Variety will be different. Hmm? Yeah. सत्व संजायते ज्ञानम रजसा लोभ एव च प्रमाद मोह तमसो भवतो जन्म एव च. So again in this shloka, Lord is clearly saying if one has to develop real knowledge, he has to be in mode of goodness. If he is in passion, definitely greed will develop. If he's in ignorance, he'll become mad, he'll get illusion, and he is attracted to wrong things. Cursing the king is a very rare thing that normally the Raj Rishis and the Brahmanas do. They never curse the king because they know the king is as equal to the Lord. But here we see a special situation where the Brahmadanda has been given to Vena because the rishis knew in future the Lord will appear. And to make that arrangement, they gave the Brahma Shrapa to Vena, and the situations change. So we will see it, in further shlokas how Sukadeva Goswami Maharaj is explaining why the Brahma Shrapa was given and uh, what led to Vane becoming such a useless person. Hmm? Even though the father was a great devotee. So all the questions answers will be coming in the future shlokas. As far as Chaitanya Charitamrita is concerned, the devotees have can talk to the deities. Devotee has with the love, they always talk with the deities and they speak with the deities. So here we see the younger Brahmana is telling that see, he is promised, huh? And if any problem is there, you have to help me out. So that's why it is called as Shakshi Gopal. What is it called as? Shakshi Gopal. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,